Bartolo Longo was born February 10, 1841, in Latiano, Italy. He grew up in a devout Catholic family that said the rosary together on a regular basis. At the age of 10, Bartolo's mother died, which wrecked him emotionally, and he began to drift away from his Catholic faith. Bartolo's stepfather wanted him to be a teacher, but Bartolo aspired to be a lawyer and convinced his stepfather to send him to the University of Naples to study law. There, Bartolo fell into bad company and was heavily influenced by the nationalistic movement. At the same time, the Church in Europe was also competing with the growing popularity of spiritualism and occultism. Because of this, many students at the University of Naples took part in public demonstrations against the Pope, believed in witchcraft, and consulted mediums. Bartolo, too, participated in anti-Catholic demonstrations and preached publicly against the faith. He was quickly caught up in their fervor. "I, too, grew to hate monks, priests, and the Pope," he would later write. And in particular, I detested the Dominicans, the most formidable, furious opponents of those great modern professors, proclaimed by the university the sons of progress, the defenders of science, the champions of every sort of freedom. He and his friends consulted psychic mediums, and eventually all of this led to his ordination as a satanic priest and conducting black masses. Later on, Bartolo would describe how, in the rites of his blasphemous ordination, he promised his soul to a spirit guide, a demon, which shook the walls and manifested itself with blasphemous shrieks. For over a year, Bartolo played the satanic role, mocking the church and preaching against it. He hated anything and anyone who was holy, priests and religious, and those who called themselves Christian. He was even able to get others to leave the Catholic faith. But living under the spell of the demon he was bound to began to take a mental and physical toll on Bartolo, and he began to experience an anxiety and depression that went so deep that he felt he was going insane. Along with the extreme depression, he began to experience paranoia and confusion. He even began to show signs of demonic obsession, as opposed to demonic possession, which included being afflicted by diabolical visions and continually declining poor health. He ultimately experienced a mental breakdown. In his despair,